Hello YouTube, welcome back to yet another cinematic lighting setup. You guys seem to enjoy the last one where I lit a bathroom very simply. The point I'm trying to drive home is you really don't need a ton of lights to film your projects. In the case of the last video and this video, I used only 2 lights, very simple approach. As long as the lighting fits the narrative of your story, then that's all that really matters. Yes, there are some rules of thumb to follow, like not making your lighting flat and boring, keeping points of interest and depth in your compositions and stuff like that, but all of that is definitely possible with really only 1, but certainly 2 lights. This one will be a fairly short video today, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it so I don't waste your time. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me in the bed today as we talk through some cinematic lighting techniques for a bedroom. So as I said, the whole intro skit was lit with just 2 lights, and the only thing that really changed was the position of these 2 lights. And how that works typically for almost every shoot is you light for your wide, because your wide is going to be when everything has to be tucked away behind the camera. It's typically the hardest shot to get because you have your crew and your lighting and your equipment all out of the frame. And then once you go in for your close-ups, you then bring that stuff back out and you have more accessibility to include bounce boards and fills and all kinds of stuff, negative fills and things of that nature that you don't want to see laying around in the frame for your wide shot. So yeah, lighting for your wides and then lighting for your close-ups, that's typically how things work for cinematography in general. That's how things are. I don't know why that sounded so serious. That's the way that things are. It's the way that things have been, are, and will always be. Anyway, so let's go over the lighting positions for how I set up the wide and the close-ups. So for this shot in particular, basically what I have is my 100 watt Zhiyun light right here, and this is on a tripod with the silicone softening bulb on it right there. This is I think it's called the CX100. I actually just got this one recently and I really like it. So that silicone softening bulb is basically softening the light right as it comes out of the unit itself. And then I also have that bouncing against this white wall that you saw in the opening skit, and that's softening it even more. So rule of thumb, if you have only a hard light source and you don't have a softbox or anything, go to Walmart, buy like a 98-cent, white piece of foam board and use that as your bounce board, and that will give you a lot softer return on the light, even if you're putting hard light into it. So if soft light is your goal and you don't have the resources, you actually have the resources. Because in reality, leaving this light outside and blasting through the window is not really enough light to create what you're seeing here. So this light is being motivated from the light that was being cast on the wall from when this light was outside this window, blasting in. It was attached to a C-stand and like blasting in the window, and you saw those like harsh shadows being cast across the wall. So this side is being motivated by the light that's being bounced off that wall. On the fill side, I actually have another window just like this, but over here on this side of the bed, that I currently have a black curtain drawn over and like clipped across to block the light from that window because I want this side to be darker. But I don't want it to be like pitch black, and so basically what I did was behind the camera here, I have this Godox light set up bouncing against the ceiling to where it's casting this kind of more like, again, softer light because it's bouncing against a white ceiling, casting this kind of just ambient fill on my face. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't look too sourcey. The idea was that it's just bouncing against the ceiling and it's just like this ambient kind of like skylight, sunlight coming in the room and bouncing around the room. That was the idea. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you all for watching, and if you like this kind of content, more short form, how to light certain rooms or certain spaces, please let me know, because it does help me and I enjoy making them and it gives me a reason to practice. So yeah, have a good day, and I hope that you learned something and found some value in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.